How does photosynthesis create chemical energy? Imagine a process that turns sunlight into the fuel that powers all life on Earth. This is what happens during photosynthesis, a natural magic trick performed by plants and some tiny organisms. They take in sunlight, carbon dioxide, and water to produce something incredibly useful, chemical energy stored in sugars. This process is vital because it forms the foundation of food chains and ecosystems. At the heart of photosynthesis are tiny structures inside plant cells called chloroplasts. These contain a green pigment called chlorophyll, which is like a solar panel that captures sunlight. When sunlight hits chlorophyll, it excites the electrons, giving them energy to move through a series of proteins in the chloroplast membrane. This movement creates a flow of energy, which is then used to split water molecules into oxygen, protons, and electrons. The oxygen is released into the air, which is why plants give off oxygen when they grow. The energy from sunlight also causes the electrons to move to higher energy states, and this energy is stored in molecules called adenosine triphosphate, or ATP. ATP acts like a rechargeable battery that stores energy for the plant to use later. Another molecule called nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide phosphate, or NADP+, gains electrons and becomes NADPH, another energy-rich molecule. Both ATP and NADPH carry the energy captured from sunlight to the next stage of photosynthesis. In the second stage, called the Calvin cycle, the plant uses the energy stored in ATP and NADPH to convert carbon dioxide from the air into sugars. This process is called carbon fixation. Enzymes help assemble the carbon atoms into glucose, a simple sugar. Glucose is a form of chemical energy that plants store and use for growth, repair, and reproduction. When plants need energy, they break down glucose during cellular respiration, releasing energy that powers their activities. From a science perspective, photosynthesis is a transformation of energy from one form to another. It captures the low-entropy energy from sunlight and stores it as high-energy chemical bonds in sugars. This stored energy can then be transported and used by other organisms, making it the starting point for most food chains. The chemical energy in plant sugars supports herbivores that eat plants and, indirectly, carnivores that eat herbivores. Understanding how photosynthesis creates chemical energy helps us see how energy flows through nature. It shows how sunlight, a form of radiant energy, is converted into a stable, usable form that fuels life on Earth. This process highlights the importance of plants not just for their beauty but for maintaining the balance of energy in our environment.